with Eddie and Ralph, your live help and solution center for YouTube and related tech. Please come in and enjoy the demonstration. Ask any questions you have about the demonstration or any tech-related question. We are here to help you and do this to help you. No question is dumb, and we will do what we can to keep it simple. Thank you. We will be starting soon.
Hey everyone, as you can see, Eddie is not here at the moment. Hopefully everyone can hear me. As you can see, Eddie's not here at the moment. He's out chasing, I think he said a turkey, maybe a chicken. I'm not sure. I think it was a turkey. So, there's always those last minute detail things that you got to deal with. So he should be here any minute. So you just got to deal with me for a moment. Get this out of my way. So let me know if you can hear me or not. You should be able to. I was having some problems earlier today. But I just needed to reboot because of all the crazy stuff I do. Anyway, hopefully everybody's had a good week. We've got some crazy weather around. We are finally going to get some rain tomorrow evening, I think, into Monday. We haven't had any decent rain in, gosh, it's been a good 2 or 3 weeks since we've had decent rain. We had rain one day last week, but it didn't last. So everything is very dry, very crunchy. Chris doesn't mind it because he doesn't have to cut the grass. Now it's just getting covered with leaves. So, and we're supposed to cool off. Although we've been really nice this week. It's been like 50s in actually 40s in the morning and 70s in the afternoon. So it's been beautiful here. But not long before it'll get not cold, but it gets cold here. Just enough to remind you why you don't like winter. We don't get real cold for long periods of time. We'll have a couple evenings, nights where it gets in the teens, but it doesn't stay like that very long. Thank goodness. But anyway, hey, there he is. Did you catch the turkey? We can't hear you. Or I can't hear you anyway.
Chickens
the chickens don't go to bed till
There
like
we go.
it gets dark and stuff. And when all the chickens are out there, there's no way to catch a dang turkey. You gotta wait till the hens go to bed and you put up all the baby chickens. And then there's Buddy left. There's Chrissy left, the little turkey. And there's one red chicken that won't go up. She stays out and she keeps chasing you're trying to catch a baby turkey, and the red chicken goes after the baby turkey, trying to chase her away because the red chicken's trying to get food. And so it makes it impossible. So
That's crazy. I was just talking about the weather, so
it's nasty here.
it's been beautiful here. I was saying to everybody, we're finally supposed to get some decent rain starting tomorrow night and in through Monday. We haven't had decent rain in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we got it today because I thought the power was going to go off because the lightning and thunder, it was shaking the house and it was loud. Gracie got scared, and she usually ain't scared of the thunder or anything. And but it's been raining off and on all day. And then but Saturday, when Jerry and Gary's going to be here for the Renaissance Fair, it's going to be beautiful weather.
Good.
No rain, low of 51, high of 72 or something. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, that's about what we've been all this week. We've been like 45 to 50 at night and 75 to 80 max during the day, and just like 80 for maybe an hour or so. So it's just been really nice.
This last week we had it was like 98 or something this last week with the heat index in the triple digits. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me
I have not gone through chat, so
I'm running a little bit behind. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Let's go. See. Okay, over there we have Musgrave Family Farm 2137. We also had Demoose Barbecue, Heartland HQ. I guess that's Heartland Dink and Tank. It's the @ sign Heartland HQ -369. We have @Tulip -I8X. Let me turn this volume down now. And we have, it says Devil Dog Ed, Demoose, Dink and Tank. It's Annabor. Oh, okay. Tulip I8X is Robin. Annabor, which is Robin. We have Arlene. We have Tim Mitchell. And we have Musgrave Family Farm. I already said that one, I think. That's over on your side. I don't know what's on my side yet. I can only pull up one at a time. Well, no, I can pull up multiples, but I only pulled up one at a time. Okay, let's go to my channel.
Let's see.
Here we go. All right, we have Ace, Arlene, Belt Loop 29. Hello, Desert Living. I'm going to have to make you a mod in a second. Devil Dog Keeper Jamie, Major Drunken Chef Barbecue, and Buglet M. Archer, Greg Johnson, Katie's Kitchen, Life in Tasmania, hey Jonesy, Major Peter, Old Man King Homestead, Planet Jonesy 6713, Sharon Rowland 1196, TJ Schweikart. Is that right, Terry? Schweikart. And Ed at Whistle Stop Homestead. And Andale Homestead. How you doing, Andale? Good to see you. Okay, I got everybody. Now let me go make them odds.
Yeah, it looked like you got everybody. But you know me, I can't follow chat, so. I thought I did good just to get this thing started. It's like,
Guys, every week the tech guy, okay, he is an admin on my channel, okay? He could set the live up, but instead, every week the tech guy sends me the thumbnail and says, "Here's a thumbnail," and lets me set it up.
you gotta do something,
That is true. He's making me feel useful.
That's it. It's funny. It's usually right after I send that email. It's like, I could have done that myself.
Hey, Belt Loop 29. 29 is faster than DD. He made me say it because he threw a $2 super. See, I don't know what happened to the other ones, but I did make that one a mod. I don't see the other ones right now. Made Desert Living a mod.
They'll pop up again.
There's Sharon Rowland. And there's one more, I think. Plant Jonesy. Yeah, right there. There we go. Guys, the reason I make everybody a mod, okay, there is nothing that someone cannot do. Now, there are some managing moderators. So if a moderator steps out of line and drops a link to something pornographic or something like that, my managing moderators can handle it. But the thing is, hoorah, Marines and Army Mom, thanks for coming in. But the thing is there's nothing that a regular standard mod cannot do that I cannot undo. Okay. And they can't, so when I make people a standard mod, and I got to know you got to come in at least a couple times or me see you around and stuff like that. And why I make you a mod is because if you are not connected to another channel, all you got to do is click on that person and go to their page and subscribe to them, check them out and stuff like that. And on top of that, I do have Nightbot on my channels. So all you have to do is type DD or USMC, and DD is faster than 29. I had to say that, right? Just because he threw the super and said 29 is faster than DD.
You're covered for the evening now. It's funny. What would we do if we didn't have a number 29?
Yes, you're a managing mod, Gary.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless it's your channel, there's always a level above wherever you put somebody as far as moderators go.
Yep.
But it's good that they have a couple different levels of mods.
I don't know. I missed what Jamie said. She must have said, "I'm watching you, Ed." And Ed said, "What did I do, Jamie?" And she said, "I'm just watching you, Ed."
It's going to make Ed paranoid. Wow.
I think she likes messing with Ed.
That's funny. So what'd you do this week?
Well, Monday and Friday, I didn't work. And then Tuesday, I did 3 repairs. I had 3 repairs. Wednesday, I had 2 repairs. And Thursday, I had 4 repairs. So I did a total of 9 whole repairs all week. And I have done 9 repairs in a day before. So
that's a lot.
It was a very, very bad week.
No fun.
Yep. Other than that, we're getting ready for the Renaissance Fair this coming Saturday with Jerry and Gary and Tammy and T-Rock Vittles and such, and Amy and Evan and Susan. I think that's it, besides me, Jamie, and Andrew. Hoorah, John, hunting and stuff with JJ.
That's a good group.
Well,
or it's a group anyway.
I guess, yeah, it's a group. I guess
I am trying to be nice. I could have just said, "Man, that's a motley crew."
Well, thank you very much, Gary. Now, see, I got to be nice. He's paying for me to be nice. All right, Gary. I'm being nice to you from now on, bro.
That's funny. Yeah, we didn't do much around here. Got our plants pulled in. Not that it's going to get that cold, but we cleared out space in the basement for all the plants that sit on the deck. So we got all
Sounds
that
like fun.
done. Yeah, got rid of an old water heater that was taking up the space where some of the plants needed to go. Just did crap around the house. Other than that, just messing around on my computer like I
Yeah.
normally do.
Yeah, Monday I had a real bad day because besides not working, Texans played Monday night and they lost.
Yep.
and on top of that, it was a late game because it was in Seattle, West Coast. And well, thank you, Ann Dale. I appreciate that. And so it was like I was up till like 12:30 at night watching in misery, watching them lose, and then had to get up early the next day to go to work.
Yeah. Yeah, it figures today. So I watched Georgia Tech for college football. And in soccer, I watch Atlanta United, which is our local Atlanta MLS team. And then I watch Manchester United in the EPL league. So there's 4 teams. Then, of course, I watch Falcons on Sunday. Now, the EPL, the soccer league in England, they play on Sunday mornings too. So I have Sunday there. So normally on Saturdays, I have 4 games that I watch: Georgia Tech, Georgia, our MLS team, and then Manchester United plus whatever other soccer games on. Today, Georgia's a bye week. Our MLS season is done with. We didn't make the playoffs because we were terrible this year, so they're not playing. So today I had Manchester United, and then I had Georgia Tech play. So I only had 2 teams to watch. And of course, they're on at the exact same time. It's like, come on, guys, really? I couldn't believe it. So I had 2 TVs going. But
Yeah, it's like, okay, Dodgers, like Emily, for some reason, was happy that the Toronto Blue Jays beat the Dodgers, whereas Drunken Chef Barbecue is a huge Dodger fan.
Yeah.
So let's see. Toronto Blue Jays or my buddy Chef. You know, it's not that I'm a Dodgers fan, but there is Chef too. But when my buddy is going for the Dodgers and my Astros are out of it, I'm going for my buddy's team, you know? I mean, I want him to be happy, you know, and stuff like that. So go Dodgers. There we go.
I usually do that too. Yeah, I usually do that too. If I don't have a team that I care about, I usually pull for the team that I have a friend that likes. So,
and M, you can move to Canada, girl.
But I saw something. I don't remember. It was like was that the first playoff postseason game that Toronto's won in X number of years? It was like a long time. Can't remember what the number was. But so I like to see teams that haven't been in a while go too. So
well, yeah,
they made it. So
that's the only thing. But they're a Canadian team still. Okay, but Dodgers hasn't been in what 30, 40. I mean, not Dodgers. Toronto hasn't been in like 30 years or something. But still, I gotta go for my buddy Chef. You know.
Yeah, I gotta pull for the Dodgers too, just because I know a bunch of people that like the Dodgers. So, and I really.
Now, if it was Astros and Dodgers playing, sorry, Chef, bro, I'm gonna talk crap whenever game's over. Whenever the Astros beat the Dodgers.
Yeah,
and I think it's funny too because Scully, his dog, will sit in front of the TV and watch the Dodgers play.
Yeah, it's funny because actually before Houston switched divisions, the Braves and Houston used to have a pretty decent rivalry.
Yeah, I was not happy when we left the ML, and went to the American League, National League, and went to the American League. I was not happy about that at all. Now it's like, okay, it is what it is. Because here's the thing. Honestly, for y'all that don't know, in the National League, pitchers hit.
Right.
In the American League, pitchers don't hit. They have pinch hit. Well, not pinch hitters, but they have designated hitters, DHs.
Right.
Okay. And here's to me the way I feel about it. I understand what the ideal is or whatever, but to me, if you're going to be a baseball player, if you're going to pay, play or get paid that much and everything else, you should be able to play offense and defense. You should be able to hit the ball. And if you can't hit the ball, that's, they may be a heck of a pitcher, but then can't hit. So, and you may have a pitcher that's mediocre or real good that can hit. Those pitchers should be valued more and stuff like that. So I never really liked the DH thing, but it is, and that's one of the reasons I hated for the Astros to go from the National League to the American League, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it does generate more offense.
Yeah, it does.
That's what they say people want, but again, I can watch a 1-0 pitcher's duel just as much as I can watch a 12-13 baseball game. So it's just one is as exciting to me as the other one is. Same thing in each sport's that way, But anyway, we got started off on sports here, so we should rein it back into what we're supposed to be doing here.
Hope the Texans win.
Yeah, we got the Falcons are playing the Dolphins tomorrow, but I think I heard today that Penix is not playing. They're starting Cousins, so we'll see what that happens.
Well, here's the thing. Actually, I hope the Texans either win out or lose out.
Don't give me that middle of the pack stuff.
Exactly. I either want
so we get a high draft choice or
exactly
we can do well in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, a couple years ago they made me mad whenever I think it was Bill O'Brien or whatever. All they had to do was lose one game, and it came down to the very end of the game, and they would have had the very first pick of the draft. And he goes and scores a touchdown and stuff to basically winning that game had nothing to do. Losing it would have given him the first pick of the draft. And
and he goes and scores a touchdown. Nobody would have been mad at him either. Everybody would. He did it to, there was a point in doing that. There was a reason for doing it,
Yeah, he wanted to mess over Houston.
It's just like, when you see a running back go down at the 1 yard line, with just a few seconds left or whatever, the situation is that makes them do that, They go down, or do they score and get more stats for themselves? That's you can't blame them either way. But hey, so what we're going to talk about tonight, get back on subject here, is if you have a long form piece of video that you would like to make a short from it, but you just happen to be off on the side of it where you don't see it when you bring it into a short format. This is only in the studio version, this reframing. There is a AI reframing in DaVinci Studio. And this is one of those things that you add on the checkbox of why I should buy it. And again, if you can't, you can't. But anyway, let's see, where are we? So what I've got here is I just started a project and I've just got 3 videos in it, and I'll pop myself up.
I was did it at the same time.
What I'm going to do, this is just a standard project with 3 videos in it. 2 of them you've seen before is the boat and the 4 people walking on the beach, my 2 favorite videos to work with. And then I have another one here I'm going to work with too. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create 2 timelines in this so I can compare the horizontal and vertical. So what I'll do is get on the right screen and right click, timeline, create new timeline. And this one I'm going to call horizontal because he's going to be the horizontal, and I can just leave all this the same. And now I'm going to create another timeline. And I'm going to do something just a little bit different here. I'm going to call him vertical, but I'm not going to use my project settings. because I want to set this to be vertical. And to do that, I just come over here to Format, and I say Use Vertical Resolution. And you see it changes it to 1080 by 1920, which is what you want. Okay, and I'm in the vertical layout here. Jump back over to horizontal here. So let's grab our boat and drag him down here. This is a very simple clip. It's got a single subject in it, which is the boat. So this is very easy for DaVinci to work with. So you can see if I play this, the boat is just going across the water there, but you notice he's not really in the middle. So like if he was right in the middle of the screen, it wouldn't be any problem if you wanted to make a short out of this for some reason. So that's just what he's doing. Go back there. So that's what he looks like in normal horizontal. If I jump over to the vertical timeline, now you notice it changed. There's two different ways you can look at verticals. You click on this, you get a better view, you get a larger view with a shorter timeline. And if you want to go back, it's just right there. I like working with the big timeline, especially with this because I only have one clip. So we'll bring the boat back down in here now. And you can see he's way off to the side. And if I play it, yeah, he's off to the side there. Now you can, with this clip, you could reframe where it is on manually, but it's not easy and it doesn't really look all that good. So what I'm going to do is just go back, and you don't have to be at the beginning on this. You can pretty much be anywhere. You have this right here, this AI Smart Reframe. If I click it, it opens it up. And you have a couple of different options here. You have auto for object of interest, where it will try to automatically decide what is the point of interest, like in this, the boat. The mode can be auto, pan only, tilt only. I'm just going to leave this on auto and let it do its thing. So like I said, this is a very simple clip. It's got one subject in it. So I'm just going to let it see how it does it on its own. Auto reframe. Click reframe. Does it. It did it. Now you see the boat's in the middle. And when I play this, the boat stays in the middle. Doesn't go off the screen, doesn't go from one side to the other. It's basically reframing the camera on the boat. That one's real simple, but it's pretty much that easy and that quick. Now, again, this is a very short clip, and I'm on a good computer. This is a 16-second clip, but it went through that pretty quick. So that's how you can take care of a really simple clip. You can just leave both of them set on auto and reframe. If it doesn't do a good job, you can always change the, excuse me, this to reference point. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. So that works really, the auto works really, really well with a piece of footage that is very simple and has a single subject that's very different from all of its surroundings and everything. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go back over to horizontal. Were you going to say something, Eddie?
I was just going to say I missed that because I was trying to catch up with chat.
Oh, that's okay.
It was that quick.
That's okay. We're going to do a couple more here. Okay, I'm going to bring this clip in. Now, this clip is just a guy walking across from one side to the other. But as you see at the very beginning of the clip here, he's not even in frame. So I'll play this. Again, this is a short clip. So he comes in, starts walking across. And he just keeps going. So it's funny. I've looked at this clip about 1 billion times today, and I just noticed it about 4 o'clock this afternoon. There's another guy in the middle of this. He's standing in the river fishing right there. I was like, what is that? There's a guy standing over there. All right, let's go back over to the vertical and bring him in there and see what that looks like. So there we are, vertical. I'll just kind of scrub through it real quick. This actually might be okay if you actually want him to just walk across. Changing my layout here, I'll lose my controls. So I haven't done anything to this. This is just him walking across. But again, that's just a few seconds of him going in the middle, walking through. That may be what you want, okay, and that's fine. But let's say you wanted him to track all the way through. So again, I'll do the same thing. I'll just go back to the beginning of the clip. I'll leave this on auto, and I'll do reframe. And boom, it goes through. Now you see it shifted a little bit, but watch this one when I play it. So he kind of came into the edge off screen. It panned over to him, and now it's going to follow him. See how it's saying centered on him instead of him walking through the thing. Now he's going to go behind these trees, and it kind of forgets what it's doing there at the end. And that actually works cool. That pan at the beginning is pretty neat, but that may not be exactly what you want either. So if you don't like it, you can come up here, reset it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my playhead over here. And like I said, it doesn't matter where you select your subject in the clip. It'll do it. It'll kind of track it all the way through. So now I'm going to change this to reference point. And you'll notice you get this little box here. Also, you can turn that box on and off. Sometimes when you're working in here, when you want to do it a couple times, then sometimes the box will get turned off, and you can just turn it back. So I'm just going to mark them, and you don't have to be real close with this. And now I'll just let it reframe using that box as the reference point instead of having it figure out what I wanted it to do. So I'll turn the box off. Back to the beginning, and we'll play. Now you'll notice it's going to do something different at the beginning here. So in this one, he walks into this scene, and then it starts tracking him. Also at the end, it doesn't completely lose track of him so that it pans back to the middle. It does a little bit. I'll play that back at the end again. But again, it just the way that you've selected for it to do the reframing will change how it works. But it's that simple. But I've known a lot of people who have like long form video, and they would love to make like a little short out of it, to be an introduction to the longer form video. They pull it into an editor like this, and it's like a vertical editor, and it's like, oh, well, I can't use that. I'm not even in frame where my elbow is the only thing that's in frame. Now, I'm not saying that DaVinci is the only program that will do this. A lot of programs will do this auto reframing stuff.
The free version will do this too, because
no, this is a studio version only. There are ways to do it in the free version, but it's a lot of work, and it doesn't come out anywhere near as good as this.
It's Desert Living. DaVinci has a free version. It's not a free trial. There is a free version to DaVinci. I used the free version of DaVinci for like 3 years. The only thing is, is the free version, the paid version, which is the pro version, is like $300, $295, and it has a lot more things that you can do. It's a one-time fee. So if they come out with a new version of DaVinci, you don't have to pay for it. It's lifetime. Any new DaVinci they come out with, it's yours once you pay that $295. The free version will do a whole lot of stuff. I did it for 3 years on the free version. But there's some things that the paid version you get paid for, like taking out background noise and stuff like that. You can ask Butler Family Farm about that. So he lives in Missouri with a lot of wind. And when they're out shooting a video, you hear the wind hitting the mic and everything else. Well, with a couple clicks on the paid version, it takes that wind noise out, and you can hear them talk clear as a bell. Yeah, I love DaVinci. You know, I'm sold on DaVinci. I started out with Filmora, Filmora, whatever. Didn't like it. They charged me for everything. So I went to DaVinci, and I was on DaVinci for 3 years up for on the free version up until here recently, a few months ago.
Yeah, I will say for 99 of the if I could talk, I would say it. I would say that 99% of the people who make YouTube videos, the free version is plenty. You know, it like Jerry's situation. You know, if you live in the Midwest where there's wind all the time and it's always blowing,
Or even traffic noise if you live in the city and you have traffic noise.
yeah, any kind of background noise, like road noise when you're on a road trip, if you do a lot of driving videos where you're shooting scenery and it's that from you just driving in the car, you can pretty much completely get rid of that and not destroy any of your vocal over the top of it and stuff. So, and again, like Eddie said, that's a one-time charge of it's $295 right now. For all future versions. It's not a subscription. Their president and CEO is dead set against going subscription. So it's a very good program. I will say it is a little bit advanced, but it's not advanced to the point that you can't start with it easily. I know when you bring it up, it's got all these buttons and things and everything, but it's really not that hard to get used to making simple videos. I mean, it can do everything and anything in the world. I mean, this program is used by the television industry and the film industry and stuff. So it is a pro level program, but it is not unlearnable. Yes, it's intimidating when you first open the interface and there's buttons and panels and this and that everywhere. But Eddie, how long did it take me to show you how to use this? Now Eddie's known how to edit with Filmora and a different program, but I mean, how long did it take me for you to do your first couple videos on your own?
Well, a couple hours. I mean, to get started. I mean, you've
but
taught me, and I've learned more advanced stuff.
I mean to get started and where you can,
the whole thing in a
without
couple
me
hours.
is
Yeah.
go build your own video, create your own video. So it's not hard to learn. It
No.
is helpful if you have somebody who knows the program who can walk you through the first couple.
And the
And
thing
it's
is,
really, once you see it, it's like, well, this really isn't that hard.
it's simple. And the thing is Ralph has given demonstrations on how to make a video. If you look back at our tech talks on Ralph's live or my live, and they should be under the title or whatever, he walks you through on how to create a video. Very simple, drag and drop, and he teaches you transitions. He teaches you, the volumes. He teaches you everything.
Yeah, it's really not that hard of a program. Like I say, it's not that hard to use, but like I said, most people open that interface and they're just like, there's just too much here for me to even think about looking at. And it's once you realize that you don't need all that stuff to get started, then it's like, oh, I just need that button, that button, that button. I don't need those 20 buttons. I just need those 4 or 5.
Desert Living said, can it remove dogs barking in the background or music embedded in videos?
Yes.
That's the paid version.
Yes. That AI voice removal thing is in the paid version. The stuff that is AI in DaVinci is not it creating AI images and junk like that. Okay. It is things that make it very useful. Like this auto reframing. I don't know if anybody's ever tried to reframe a video to make it into a short from a long form video manually. It can be a real pain in the neck. And you saw exactly, I mean, I've already done 2 videos in no time. That was the whole clip. Now, again, those are 16-second clips. But from what I was saying before, if you had a long form video that you would love to put into a short, you could actually, you could take a long form video and possibly get 4 or 5 different shorts out of it by doing this. So there's an opportunity there to take some of maybe your older long form video and generate some shorts out of it without having to go out and film new shorts. And I pretty much guarantee you nobody will even realize that it came from an older long form video.
Yeah, because how many people really watch my lives?
Well, I mean, even if it's, something out of the beginning. Okay, like one of the things that I did when I was playing with this earlier today was I downloaded one of your videos of you feeding the chickens. And I reframed it on you. It didn't come out I would have to play with it a little bit to get it to be exactly the way I wanted it. But I'm a little bit anal with this anyway. But so yeah, you can do a whole and that's just the thing with DaVinci is there is absolutely nothing that you could come up with that you wanted to be able to do to a piece of video that it can't do. Plus, you can create your own motion graphics. It has a complete color grading, and it has complete audio processing in it too. So it's a whole suite of projects. Anyway, let's get back to this. Enough of the commercial. All right, this is my favorite piece of footage. Everybody who's ever been over to there more than once, but it's a good piece of footage. It always works for what I want. This one obviously is not going to work. If I do auto on this bad boy, I have no idea what you want me to do, basically. So I just did it. I'm in the wrong one. I haven't put him on. So we all know what this one looks like. Let me reset that. I reframed it on the wrong side. So we all know what this one looks like. Let me just scrub through it. It's just them running on the beach. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's jump back over here on the right screen and bring this down here. So now just scrub through it real quick. So you just get the 2 people that aren't even a couple. So doesn't make much sense. So now if I just do auto and I'll play through it, it does all kinds of silly stuff. So it looks like it's going to select everybody on their own. And then it just skips her completely and goes over there and it just gets confused. So anyway, make that bigger. Reset that. So let's say I wanted to just have the guy that's off screen here, just have it center on him. So I'll just go pick my reference point and see what I was saying. Since I've been in here playing with it, it was turned off. So I just turned it back on. You can also turn it on down here. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm actually going to have to do this a couple times. Grab that corner. So I'll reframe it on her first. And then I'll do it again on him. Let's try once more, really on him. See if that helps. Although that's pretty close. Back to the beginning, play. So now he is centered. So you could, again, this just lets you center on somebody. Like if you had this as the beginning, you could go through and like highlight each person and say, put their name above it or something, just however. But that's basically how you can reframe in the studio version. It's really simple. Again, their AI is very much to make your life easier. It's not to create fake pictures or fake videos or anything like that.
Simon
So-
says center on her. Sorry to
You
hear
guys-
that.
I'm sorry, but you guys are obsessed with this girl.
Tim and Sivy lost their power.
Uh-oh.
They're on their phone now.
That's no good. Okay, I'll center on her. See,
Simon.
I'm here to make you guys happy. How come it's not reframed? Oh, it's because I'm at the end. I'll tell you one thing not to do. Do not move this box all the way off the screen to try to grab somebody. DaVinci doesn't like that. I found out the hard way today. I crashed it. Okay, so now she's in the middle.
There you go, Simon. I don't think he wanted the guys in there though.
I would have to zoom on. Okay, and just to give equal time, I'll do the other girl too. So see, I can move this, just by doing more than one reframe, I'm moving it across this thing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I want you to show them this too here in a minute.
Okay, so now we're centered on her. So let's say you had a vacation video that you were going to create long form with, and you were going to start with your long form video. You could create a short showing just yourself with your name, and this was our vacation, and they could tell that other people are in there. And like when it started, you could reframe in between the two of them. If you go back to the beginning and do it right. Can't tell you how many times I've done that today. So now it's on the couple with them in the middle. Again,
Okay, do me a favor. Go back to the other girl. Center on her.
let's just reset all this junk here.
Now, they just want her in the picture. Can you go ahead and zoom it up to get just her in the picture and get the guys out of the picture?
Sure. I'm not going to go to the effort of getting rid of his arm. Sorry. Just have to deal with his hand. You guys happy now?
Could you do that though if you wanted to? Is there a way to get rid of his hand?
Oh yeah.
Really?
You just magic mask him out of there. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, play the video real quick. Let Simon see.
Now, see, that's not going to follow because that's not part of the reframe. That was just a zoom in and a reposition of it. If you wanted to do that, you would have to put a tracker. You would have to do the reframe, and then you would have to put a tracker like on her belly button or something so that it stayed on her completely. But again, it just depends on how much effort and work you want to put into it. I'm not going to do that for you guys. It's close enough. Again, like I said, there's absolutely nothing that you can't think of that you would want to do with a piece of video that this program can't do.
Simon wants you to get rid of the guys totally. He just wants the two girls in there.
That's not a DaVinci paid feature. That's a Web's Web paid feature. Anyway, I got to go find a different piece of footage. Different girls in it. You guys like this piece of footage too much. Anyway, that's how
Katie said, just let that serve as a reminder, guys. I don't see Simon. Simon was in here. He's the one that said, hoorah, Traveler Merton and Sue. He's the one that said to do the girl in the first place. Hold on, I'll show you. Right. He also asked, "Can you add me in that video?" Hold on, let me.
That's
Where was it?
definitely a paid feature. And this, I,
See,
I think I got this from Envato. This is just a piece of stock footage from somewhere. This is nothing special. You guys can go find this footage if you want it.
yeah, there's those.
Those guys in this video and the boat, I think came from Envato, and the guy walking across, I think came from Pixabay.
But he also said, I gotta scroll up here. Right there, center on her, Katie. There was Simon saying center on her.
That's not the first time you guys have asked me to center on her or remove everything but her or whatever.
Well, I think Simon would prefer you put her in a bikini as well. Hey, Jerry.
Did Jerry come in?
Yeah,
I haven't been watching chat though. What's
just
my
at the
chat?
bottom. Hey guys, I'm here. Just got done eating.
Hey Jerry, how's it going? So anyway, that's how you do that. That's how you do reframing.
Simon said string bikini.
String. No, I think he just wants one piece of string, period. She is cute, I will admit.
And just an update real quick. Well, it went to commercial, but Dodgers are winning third inning 1-0.
So that's how you do reframing. The other thing I was going to show you guys was how to archive a project. So you got basically 3 ways to save your projects in DaVinci. You have your basic project save, which again, DaVinci works with a database. So when you save a project, all you're doing is creating a bunch of definitions in a database. It says, do this, my videos are here, this video is here, the sound effect is over here in this directory. So it just tells it where everything is. So it's just, you're not really doing anything with your video clips or any of that. You can export a project, which gives you a DRP file. And that is basically exporting those definitions from the database into a file that you could import into DaVinci somewhere else. Let's say if you were moving computers, you got a new computer and you wanted to move this project from this computer to that computer, or you just want to put it on a different computer. Again, all that's going to do is move the definitions of where all that stuff is. It's not going to move any of your video files, any of your sound effects, any of that stuff, any of your music. The third way to save it is by archiving. And what that does is it creates a directory that has all of your video, all of your sound effects, all of everything in that project. So the video files and everything, it is an archive of the whole thing. So for some of you guys that don't have a lot of on computer disk space that like to put your stuff off onto an external drive, this is a really good way to export your project as an archive. That way, if you need to bring it back in, you just bring the archive back in, you just import the archive and it brings back all your video, everything associated with that project. So it's a way and again, after you create a project, after you have created your final render and you've uploaded it to YouTube, other than maybe going back into a project because you like something you did in there and you can't remember how you did it, you usually don't really go back in and change your project that much. You know, you've rendered it out, you've uploaded it to YouTube, you're pretty much done with it. You know, unless you're going to use those video files for something else, it's just sitting on your computer taking up space. So this gives you a way that you can get all of that space back. Now, it's not going to delete everything, but it gives you a way that you can move this stuff off onto an external drive, off onto a NAS, off into the cloud if you want to do it that way. I don't recommend that, but anyway, it just gives you a way to get all your stuff.
What's a NAS?
A network attached storage. Just a computer that is set up to be storage. It's just off computer storage. Even if it's a external USB drive, a large one, it's a good, that's a good place to dump all your projects to free up space on your computer for new projects and stuff. And then if something ever comes up that you need it back, get it back real easily. So we'll just pop DaVinci back up here. Excuse me. And you don't have to be in any particular project because you do this from the project manager. So I will just bring the project manager up. If I get on the right screen, I'll bring the project manager up. Oh, you can't see it because it's, don't do that. Uh-oh. Here we go. It got hidden. All right. Sorry. So this is, normally what you see when you first start DaVinci. You can bring this up anytime by clicking on the little home down here. And this is your project manager. This is where you work with all your projects. So this is a video I did of drive around in Mary Alice Park. And there's all kinds of music in here and stuff like that. So I'm just going to right click on it. I'm going to go down to Export Project Archive. Click on that. And it's going to come up and ask me, where do you want me to put it? Now, I have a whole bunch of different drives in my computer. So I've just created on my F drive a folder called DaVinci Archives. If this was on an external drive, DE or F or whatever on your computer, on your NAS, it would be whatever your IP address is, however you get to that. Cloud storage, external hard drive, doesn't matter. It's just a different place to save this. And you're going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Mary Alice Park, and it's .dra. That's what it's going to, DaVinci Resolve Archive. And I'm just going to say save. And it's going to come up and ask me, what do I want to save? Media files? Absolutely. Render cache? Yes or no, doesn't really matter. Again, if you're on a slower computer and you've pre-rendered some stuff in your render cache, you grab that. Always a good idea to grab it. You don't have to. You don't need your proxy media unless you're working with proxies and you want to save it. You can always regenerate it, but anyway, you don't need it. But again, if you want to save it, you can click on that. And then you just say, okay. And it's going to actually copy all this stuff over into that directory. Bring up that directory here in just a second. And it's going to remember your directory structure. So if you have files like in C videos, maybe you have some on another drive somewhere, it's going to remember where all those go and not just remember that file. It's going to remember the location of it also. Let me jump over here real quick.
What's up, Rick?
So there's same thing. There's my projects, DaVinci Archives. So even though this looks like a file with a dot something at the end of it, you notice that it's actually a file. It's actually a folder. So if I open it, there's my DRP. There's my actual project file that I was talking about before. So it actually creates a project file plus copies all your media over.
Now
So
I have a question.
Go ahead.
If you open this and you've moved your media, is it gonna give the red stuff?
Yeah, because this is basically taking like a snapshot in time.
Okay, guys, that is something with DaVinci. You want to put your media to where you know it's going to be and leave it there, because if you create a project, video, and you move your media and you go back and open that to continue it later on, you're going to get red boxes and errors because it can't find your media where it was because you moved it.
Right. Remember, I was saying when you save a project, or when you save a project, it's just a definition in a database. Well, one of those definitions is the actual file location of that file right there. So if that's in C:users my videos, that's what's going to say in the database. If you move that video from that directory, DaVinci doesn't know that. So the next time you open your project, you're going to get a red box there, and then you have to go tell it, oh, it's over here now. You can relink those, but again,
Yeah, but I
that's,
always forget where I move them to.
well, that's a you problem. That's not a DaVinci problem. So anyway, so there's your project file right there, which is all those definitions. And here's my media, the actual media files. Now you see it has a D disk and an E disk. That's because some of my media is on my D drive. Some of my media is on my E drive. So if I go in here, I've got the subscription buttons in there in the video. This picture was probably what I used for the thumbnail. All the sounds that are in there are right there. So that was the D disk. That's on my D drive. Now my E drive is where I actually keep video. I have a directory on my E drive called video projects. So that's what this directory structure is emulating. And then Mary Alice Park is the project. And then raw footage is where I keep my raw footage. So those are my actual 2 videos that are in that project. So let's bring the project up. So there's the project. There's stuff there, don't worry. So you can see that, there's all there's all the music that's in there. That's me talking. Those are the videos. It's fine. So there's the 2 videos. That's a little intro. That's all the stuff at the end. So all of those pieces are in that archive that I just created. Now, if I wanted to bring that back in, let's say I had deleted this for whatever reason, it's been 3 years, but it's like, oh, wait, there was something in there. There was something when I went to Mary Alice Park that I wanted to show people. So you could bring this back in, do this kind of did it again, didn't it? Do this kind of the opposite way that we did it a second ago. And you come over here. And now I can't remember how to do it. Oh, import. The projects. It's not going to let me import this because I have them here. Could just tell it to import that and it would do it. I can't import it because it's already there. But that's how you bring it back. It's that simple. Like I said, that copies all your definitions of where everything is, all of the transitions that you've added, any special effects you've done, anything you've done to the project, plus your media files. A really good way to free up space on your hard drive. If
Jerry wants to know, Ralph, can you talk about voiceovers? And Rick, this is called DaVinci. There's a free version of DaVinci, and then there's a paid version of DaVinci. The paid version is $295. Now, I worked off the free version for 3 years. I just recently went to the paid version. It's a one-time $295, and if they come out with a new version, you don't have to pay for it. There's no monthly fees or anything like that. Oh, Jerry's answering you.
Yep.
But
it's
there
not-
is
Yeah, it's not a subscription. It's a one-time fee, and we are on version 20.2.2 right now. And I know I started using this in version 15, possibly 14, maybe even 13. I think I bought it. I think I bought it on version 15, but I've never paid another cent. So I can't really remember what version I first started using this on. And I'm no expert on this. Believe me, I am no expert on this.
When did I start? 17 or 18?
I don't remember. I think 17 is when
I
you
think it was 17.
But again, even if you're on the free version, the new versions come out, they let you know. Now, I will tell you one thing about DaVinci. It is a manual upgrade. It's not like in some of the like the online programs where you or other programs where you click an upgrade button and it upgrades it in place. If you upgrade, you have to download it just like if you're putting it in the beginning. So it's a little bit different there, but it's a really, really, really good program. We like it. It's our favorite.
Gary said, Ralph, tell him about CapCut.
CapCut is a good program as far as a program goes. The company that owns them, not so much, because if you read their terms of service, and there's been ongoing debate about this, but for the most part, anything that you do on CapCut, CapCut owns. They don't have to pay you a cent for it, and they can use your voice, your likeness, anything that you've done in CapCut. They can use it however they want. They can use it for advertising and not have to pay you a cent. It's right in their terms of service. Like I said, it's a shame because it's a good program. The program itself is good, but it's what the company that's behind it is doing. And it's ByteDance, which is the same company that's TikTok. I don't know if that has really anything to do with it, but it's owned by the same company that owns TikTok. Like I said, it is a shame because it is, as far as the software itself goes, it's a quality piece of software. In fact, I used to recommend it for people on phones, but I will no longer recommend it because of that. And if you look on YouTube, you will find a couple people, again, take what you see on YouTube for a grain of salt, but they are supposedly lawyers, and a couple of them are supposedly copyright type lawyers, and they've gone through different programs with their terms of services and everything. So sometimes it's a good look. Don't believe just because of what I'm saying. Do some research on it. And again, if you're comfortable with that, if you're okay with that, use it. Like I said, as far as a program goes, piece of software, it's a good piece of software. It's just that if you create something on there, not saying that they're going to look at, you know, your YouTube channel or whatever, you know, that you have 500 subscribers or whatever and pull something. But if they felt like it, they could. If you had something that hit and went viral and they wanted to use it and you created it on CapCut, they have every right to, and you're not going to get 1 cent for them, and you're not going to be able to sue them either because that's in the terms of service also. So, like I said, do research. I mean, I will not tell you that you must use DaVinci. I like DaVinci. I think it's a great program. It will allow you to be as simple or as complicated as you want to get. I see a lot of people start using, I'm not going to name any programs. They'll start using one program and they get used to using it. And it's really hard to switch programs because you get comfortable with things and you know where to click on everything. And a lot of the programs that people get started with are the more simple ones. Again, not that they don't work, but they're just more simple. So it is, it's hard to switch programs, especially when you're not tech people. I don't mean that in a bad way. If you're not used to working with tech all the time, then, you know, some of this stuff is intimidating and you're really not sure what you're doing. So it's hard to change programs. And especially when you're going for something that has a relatively simple interface to one, like I said, that's got tons of buttons on it. And it's like, whoa, what is all this stuff? I'll never learn to use this. And then that's your main downfall right there, is seeing the interface and just saying those words. I'll never learn this. Then you're not going to learn it because you've already told yourself that you can't. So I'm a big believer in positive thinking when it comes to this stuff. And like I said, it does really help to have somebody show you. But that's what I'm around for. So voiceovers. Okay. Terry wanted me to do voiceovers. Voiceovers are really simple. They've made this really simple too. This is one of the things in DaVinci that used to be really, really a pain in the neck. Because you had to actually go in the Fairlight page, which is this right. Fairlight page, which is this right here, which is the sound processing thing, and turn on the mic and do all this other crazy stuff. But now you don't have to do that.
Free or paid version?
This works in both. So this works for everybody. So as you see, we have no sound here. And we want a voiceover so that we can tell Simon that his girlfriend is in this video. So all you got to do voiceovers now is click on this little microphone right here. And it brings this up. And this is actually going to create, it's actually going to record what you do. It's not going to just stick it in the video. It's actually going to create a file with your voice in it. And it's actually going to put it in the media file in the media bin over here. So let's pick my real mic here. There's my mic. That should work. And we're just going to cut. It'll record it into audio track. If I wanted to put it in a specific audio track, I could tell it which one down here. But since there's not one, I'll just leave it in auto. And then you just click here. It's going to count down. And now it's recording my voice. And that's Simon's girlfriend. Hey, it's not recording. Did I pick the wrong mic? Okay, I must have picked the wrong mic, but it's going to pick up, I think it's going to pick up Eddie. Let's see what we get here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't tell me to talk.
I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear this or not. Yeah, no. Anyway.
Yeah, I heard me laughing.
Okay, that was
me laughing. Yeah.
I picked
what you said about Simon.
Yeah, no, I picked the wrong mic. So you saw it was picking things up. I just picked the wrong mic. But that's how you do a voiceover. If you pick the right mic. Let's see if I can go find it. Let's see, there's the waveform. There's the actual video or the audio clip right there. Let's see. I wish this thing would give me a little bit bigger box. There we go. Is that it? Nope, that's not it either. It should be bouncing. How about that one? There we go. Let's get rid of that. See, on most of you guys' computers, you're not going to have like all these mics that I have on here. I have so much junk plugged into my computer. So anyway, it's working now. Welcome to our walk on the beach with Simon's girlfriend in white. Bye-bye, everybody. So now you can definitely see that it's there. Close that. Welcome to our walk on the beach with Simon's girlfriend in white. Bye-bye, everybody. Hopefully you guys could hear that.
Yeah, we could.
Okay. So that's how you do a voiceover. It's that easy. Another thing DaVinci does really well is they listen to people. they listen to the people that use their program. There's a lot of high level people on YouTube that are real experts with this program, and DaVinci listens to them when they talk about stuff. This feature, that feature. They're always updating this with big updates, little updates. It works with pretty much every kind of video format except WebM. Excuse me, not really sure why. Probably licensing. That's just my guess. But anyway. So that's actually a little more than we had planned for tonight. I was going to talk about the upcoming tech buying season for Christmas and stuff. Be careful, be aware, beware. It's a jungle out there. It really is. And I'm not saying that there's people out there that want to sell you stuff that that's not good, but they will sell you stuff that you don't need. Okay. Anytime you go into any store, I don't want to name names, but any brick and mortar store where you buy computers, with the exception of one that I will say, Micro Center.
Is it? Oh, okay. Well, the one you wasn't going to say, is it yellow and blue?
Yeah. and others. They're not the only one. This is not exclusive to them, but as far as my Micro Center goes, and I've talked to the managers there and stuff, this is just the way that they do stuff. They don't try to force you to buy stuff that they don't want. Yes, they are on commission, but they don't see somebody, they don't see what we call a noob and just say, oh, look, deer in headlights, money, money, money. They don't work that way. It's not their business model. So what happens is you go into a brick and mortar store. You don't really know what you're looking for. You know you're looking for a computer. Okay. That's just like walking into a car dealership and say, I'm looking for a car. Every and all kinds. So what usually the first question that you're going to get asked is, well, what are you going to use it for? And 95% of the time, people are going to say, I don't really know, a little bit of everything. And then the guy, if he has any brains at all, is going to start asking you more questions. What are you going to do? Email? You're going to do this? You're going to do that? A lot of them don't even go that far. They're just like, okay, get as much money as I can from these people. So they take you over to the quote unquote gaming computers. This is like a huge major pet peeve with me, is things that are labeled gaming computers that really should not be labeled a gaming computer. There is no computer industry standard as to what defines a gaming computer. There's no government agency anywhere that says, if you say this is a gaming PC, it must have these certain specs. So the marketing companies, the marketing divisions at these companies say, oh, well, that PC will play solitaire. Solitaire is a game. Thus, this is a gaming computer. And that's exactly what happens. There is so much stuff out there, and I'm not saying they're bad computers, but there's just so many computers out there that are marketed, or when you look at them on your online listings, or you go into the store and it says, blah, 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 gaming computer. And it's not really a computer that's going to play any game, especially anything like Call of Duty or any of the newer games out there. It may not even play some of the older games. But since there is nothing that defines what a gaming computer is, the marketing people will market anything as being a gaming computer to consumers. Now, if you ask most tech people what defines a gaming computer, they will say something that has a dedicated graphics card, something that has a little more than the standard amount of memory, system memory, and something that has a little higher than your basic standard CPU. And that's it. There's nothing that says that you have to go out and spend $3,000 on a video card just so that you can say you have a gaming computer. It's a myth. There is no such thing as quote unquote a gaming computer. There are computers that are configured to run games better than do other things. If you want to call that a gaming computer, then it's a gaming computer, but that doesn't mean it's not going to do other things too. The same things that make a gaming computer are what makes a good computer for video editing up to a point. When you're doing high-end video games, Call of Duty and above and stuff like that, you need a graphics card that has the most amount of video RAM, video RAM that you can afford. You don't need that much to do video editing with. An 8 gigabyte card will do your video editing just fine. It actually will play most high-end games at lower settings. So you see all the, and this is what happens, you see all these videos on YouTube and other platforms, this is what you need for a gaming PC. This is what you need for a gaming PC. And then you finally find a video that is somebody creating a PC for video editing, and it's always, they're doing a high-end build for it. They're always spending $1,500, $2,000 on a computer. For most people, that's out of their price range. So I'm just, yes, if you go into a brick and mortar store and hopefully, if you tell somebody who has any amount of brains with PCs that you're going to be doing YouTube and you're going to be doing some light, and specifically say light video editing, because what we're doing here as far as creating YouTube videos and stuff like that, this is light video editing. Okay. Tell him you're going to do some light video editing for YouTube and stuff. Now, hopefully with that, if he's a good salesman and knows what he's talking about, he won't try to point you to that $1,500 gaming computer when the $800 gaming computer will do you just fine for doing video editing. And I know it's hard. It's hard. I so liken this to going into a car dealership and buying a car, and you go in and you see that fancy, nice new sports car, and it's like, ooh, I like that, And then the wife's smacking you upside the head as you walk towards the pickup trucks. So, but also on the same token, don't expect to go into a brick and mortar store, including Micro Center, and expect to spend $400 and walk out of there with something that's going to really decently edit videos for you. Laptops, you get into a whole nother thing, because
it's that time of year. It's that time of year again.
What's that?
Santa Claus North Pole, Canada.
Oh,
hoorah, brother.
What's up? Yeah, so just, be aware, just be careful. Because, there's guys out there that are not real nice. Now, everybody knows that I'm a huge fan of Micro Center. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot of them around. They're not everywhere. They're not like the blue and yellow brick and mortar store where they're everywhere. If you're lucky enough to have one near you, then I highly recommend them, because they are a computer store. They sell TVs, but they are a computer store. They are a tech store. They fix computers. If you need your computer fixed, you can take it there. I'm very much a fan, just like I am of DaVinci. I'm very much a fan of Micro Center. Their prices are among the best. If you find something on Amazon, they will price match it. I mean, if you have a cheaper price pretty much anywhere that's a reputable seller, you know, it can't be Billy Bob's online store that they're going to match. But you know, if it's any of the major retailers, they'll price match. I do it all the time just because I'm going there for something else. And I was going to order that off of Amazon, but they have, you know, if I tell them to go look at Amazon, they'll give me the same price. So I'll just pick it up while I'm down there. I'm lucky I have one close and I have another one on the other side. I'm lucky I have two on the north side of Atlanta. I don't ever go to the other one because this one's closed. But
Yeah, we don't. There's some in Houston, but I think it's on the southwest side, and I'm on the east.
yeah, it's on the other side. I've
Northeast side,
I've
yeah.
looked where yours is. It's on the other side of town. It's pretty much due west of where you are on the other side of Houston. So
What does Skipper mean? I'm still trying to figure things out so I can get back online. What issues he having?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
But we got about 3 minutes till Gary goes live, and stay right where you are. You will be automatically sent over there on the YouTube side.
Yep. Now, I was going to say, you know, if you're looking for, you know, computer, I'll always give you advice. You know, if you want to send me what you're looking at, or, you know, you can always do your own bills on like PC Part Picker online. It's pcpartpicker.com, I think it is. And, you know, if you pick a processor, it won't let you pick a motherboard that it won't work with and stuff. You know, you can always go in there and play around with putting parts together or whatever. Now that's
You
just,
too, Martin and Sue.
that's not getting it built or anything, but that's, you know, at least seeing what you can do part wise. Micro Center, a lot of the main stores have PC Builder apps. Micro Center has one too that you can build from stuff in their store and have them put it together for you. But I've been building computers since forever. I think the first computer I ever built was a 286. I mean, it was like the very first computers that you could buy and stuff. I have a guy that I used to work with that has an old IBM XT and it still runs. It literally takes it like 5 minutes to boot up. It's hilarious. Hey, but it still runs.
All right, guys. I'd like to thank Skipper, Newest Maniac Canada. I'd like to thank Arlene, Beltloop 29, Devil Dogs Keeper Jamie, M. Buglet, Katie's Kitchen, Nicole Ruiz, Santa Claus North Pole Canada, Major Peaceful Des, Major Skipper, Newest Maniac Canada, Captain Traveling Merton and Sue, Ace, and I think I got everybody. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Ralph for hosting and helping us out. And anything you got last words, Ralph?
Nope. Hope everybody has a good upcoming week and hope you guys have fun at the Renaissance Festival. And
Appreciate that. And y'all stay right where you are, and you will be and Jonesy, and y'all will be transferred over to Gary's live. Hopefully, he started it already. Can anybody tell?
I just got a notification for it, so
all right. So we will see you not next Saturday because I will be at the Renaissance Festival, but Saturday following. Until then, have a good one.
Bye, everybody.